Good afternoon. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev, to be continued. It is Tuesday, July 11th, and we are going to continue on today working with Give It A Whirl dies. I'm going to give it another minute for everybody to get their notifications and hop on. Hello to all my Facebook followers and all my YouTube subscribers. Hi Roz, if you have not subscribed yet to YouTube, please do. We are growing really fast and I'm almost to a goal number that I've been waiting on. So if you have not added to that number, please do now. And also my Facebook page is growing very well. So thank you all for following. It is 2 o'clock, so we're going to get started. Today I'm going to show you how, hi Florence, the Give It A Whirl dies were meant to be used. I think these dies are so fun. Anytime a card moves around, has some motion to it, the recipients really get a bang out of that. So this is what we're going to do today. Plus I'm going to use the beautiful balloons dies just to show you can use this die set with any of the stamp sets you have, and I'm going to continue on with the kindest expressions as well. Okay, so let me turn you down and we are going to get started. Give me a minute to set you up correctly. Hi Colleen. So let's see here. There we go. Colleen, you were the third name to show up on my feed right now. So I am going to write your name down. Colleen Anderson. Thank you for being here, number one. But I have some fantastic news. I had mentioned a while back that when I hit 50 people watching alive at one time, so on Sunday, I had 58 people watching, and I would give a prize out. And then I decided that today, hi Rosemary, since it happened on Sunday, today I would give out the prize to the third person, the third name I saw pop up on my feed. Hi Susan, and that's you Colleen. So Colleen, I am going to send you, I need your address, so message me after this live. I am going to send you a brand new packet of Fluid 100 watercolor paper, Stampin' Up! Watercolor paper. If you don't have this already, you're going to love it. If you do have it, you already know you love it, and you will be using it often. So congratulations to you. Thanks, Roz. Congratulations to you, Colleen, for being the third person on here today. And thank you to everyone for watching and helping my channels grow. I am almost to 2,000 people watching on YouTube. And when I get there, I'll have another prize, and I'm really close. So hang in for that. Hey, Maggie. Okay, real quick. Here is my July host code. Oh, I have another thank you while I'm here. I want to thank 3 new customers for ordering from me, selecting me as your creative coach. Oh, good, Colleen. Perfect. That is just perfect. I'm glad you won it. Joy, Janice, and Linda, thank you for picking me to order from recently. I really appreciate that. It is how I keep my business going. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to anybody else who's ordered from me already this morning, and all my customers who order from me regularly. I appreciate you. There is my July code. And here is my link. You can shop with me anytime you wish at beverleestamps.stampinup.net. There is my YouTube channel. It's easy. It's just my name. And there is my email address. Again, I just want to remind you that with a $50 order, you earn a $5 bonus coupon right now, the whole month of July. You're going to save that bonus coupon that comes to you via email, and then you're going to redeem it in August. Another reminder, the new online exclusives are there, so if you haven't checked them out, feel free to go do that. And then I have sent you a rewards form if you've ordered from me, but if you need another one, if you didn't get one, please let me know. Okay, another prize. Who won the card from Sunday? This was very popular. Everybody liked it a lot. I got a lot of compliments on the little sun on the inside. The only difference on this card is there's a larger heart on this one and a smaller heart on that one. So Lynn, tell me which one you want, the small heart, the large heart, and I will send that one to you. I need your address. You know, I didn't look in my book. If you tell me I already have it, then I will get it out of my book. I forgot to do that. Okay, so the Give It A Whirl dies. They, like I said, they're an interactive set of dies that are so much fun to use. And on this card here, I showed you a way to use the dies in a different way, and I promised I was going to show you the intended way today. I also talked a little bit about recipe cards in here and how to make this look like a file folder type of thing, and I was going to work on that and see if I could figure something out. Well, I have. I haven't made the card yet, but I figured out how to make the card, the index card, go in here and have a little tab and all that using these dies. So that will be coming probably in a pop-up. All right. So let me show you the card we're going to make today. I'm using the beautiful color Lemon Lolly. And here we go. Look at this sparkle, the shimmer, and the shine. Oh, happy day. The Oh Happy Day is the stamp from the Kindest Expressions, and I'm going to show you how I did that. Thank you for the hearts, and it is just such a fun card. This is all Lemon Lolly, except for the balloons are cut out from the new, oops, I got a little, oh well, I'll leave it there. More Dazzle 6x6 Hey Ann specialty paper. There is their code right there, 161749. And did you notice that this is silver, although we do have silver and gold in this pack? And these balloons are Lemon Lolly. Yes, you can make your bedazzle paper any color you want using your stamp pads. So I'm going to give you that idea. Then I'm going to show you a Bev card, one done in all vanilla, and the bedazzled paper with no color on it. And this one spins the other way. Oh, happy day. And I'll show you how to make it spin clockwise instead of counterclockwise, because most people would pull down, right? So this is a mistake on my part, I feel. I don't know if anybody would use it that way, but I'm going to show you how to make sure you do it the right way. Okay, so I just thought this was beautiful in vanilla. The music sheet folder. And then look at this one. This one is old. I've made it a long time ago. I made it for an event for one of my downline, Margaret, who has sold $1 million in product a while back. And we had a big party, and I was in charge of, one of the things I was in charge of was the make and take. And I cut out everything for all her guests, and we had red, yellow, lavender, and blue, I believe. And we used the rain boot set, and this is how this one worked here. And everybody at her event ordered this from her. They just loved it. Now, you could be scared of it. You could think it's very hard, but I'm here to show you how simple it was. As a matter of fact, I had not purchased it at the time of her until we decided we were going to use it for a make and take at her event, because I was kind of thinking, there's a lot of dies in there. It might be kind of difficult. And so maybe I'll shy away from that one for a while. I was completely wrong. It's very easy to use. Okay, so here is the card. Oh, I have the card base folded already. Here is the card base, 4 1/4 by 11, and then a white piece 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. And it's already been burnished with my bone folder. Then, because I showed you this on Sunday, I already cut out the layer piece, but this time instead of being landscape, it's going to be portrait as intended, okay? Then we need some scrap cardstock to cut out what I call the peace sign and the window, okay? So we're going to do that now. So here is the die that cuts out the layer piece. And notice there's a little hole there, there's a little hole there, and there's a little hole here. So that's what makes it work all so easily. Okay, so let me put this one, let me get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine up here so you can see what I'm doing first of all. That's important, right? Okay. Platforms 1, 2, and 3. Paper and die. Hi, Nicole. And second plate, number 3. And run it through. And here we go. Now you're going to, I'm going to hold it up close and I'm going to try to turn it. Oh, there. I think you can see well that you're going to see, I'm going to call them the little triangles here. There's 3 of them within the scallop circle, and that is where I'm going to do my stamping. Okay, so it's, if you're wondering how do you get them centered so they see through the window and are spaced right, these embossed triangles give you the placement. Okay, so I still need my cut and emboss machine because I have to take this layer piece and I have to cut out the window. So again, stressful. How do I cut out the window in the right place? Absolutely no stress with that, because that little hole and this little hole line up completely. Thank you, Carol. And you just have to look to see that your window is straight. So not tilted one direction or the other. Okay, so I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to put the whole of the die onto the whole of the cardstock. And then I'm going to take probably 2 pieces of my Post-it note tape that you can get on Amazon and tape this down, because yes, we do not want this to move once we have it placed. I put my tape down and I run my fingernails on the edges of the dies so that the Post-it note literally is tucked tightly against that die so it will not move. Okay, then you put acrylic number 3 on top again and you cut out. Be very patient with your Post-it note tape. Just pull it off slowly. You can reuse it 2 or 3 times, even more than that sometimes. And then you have this cut out, which we're not going to use, but I need to figure out something with that. And then here's our window. And then here's our peace sign, as I call it. And see how those line up with the holes. And then this just spins. I have to stamp this first, and then I'm going to put it together. But the other thing I did to make this card so festive was use the folder Merry Melody. The number is 156392, and it's important that you use your folder after cutting out your images. Why would that be? Why would that be? Why couldn't we use the folder first? Does anybody think they know? Because if you use the folder first and then you run your paper through the cut and emboss machine to cut out your images, remember what it does. It tightens really tight, and so it will flatten away the images from the folder. They will get flattened and they won't be pretty anymore. We're going to take the folder and we're going to put the spine of the folder, the folded part, in first or last. Doesn't matter as long as it's not on the side. And then we're going to put platform number 4 on top. And, oops, does this one not take number 4? Yeah, 1 and 4. Oh, I have number 2 on here still. That's why. So it will resist if you don't have things layered up right. So it takes 1 and 4. And then it will go through smoothly. I just didn't see that 2 was still on there. Okay, I believe I'm done. Oh no, I'm not done with my cut and emboss machine, but I'm gonna show you this part first. Okay, let's take it out of the folder and look at that. So now you can practically hear the card singing, "Oh, happy day to you." Now, let's get the card and let's get the peace sign. And we can line it up there, and you're going to need brads to hold it together. I love this pack of brads, 155570, because there are squares and there are circles, there are large and there are small, there are black and there are white. I think the square and the white for this card is the one that looks best, so I'm going to use that one. On this one, I used the black square. On this one, it didn't matter which ones I used because it was hidden with the flowers. Okay? All right, so we've got to do our stamping first. Oh, happy day. Now, I taught you omitting on Sunday, and we're going to do the same thing today, omitting, and I'm using my black Stampin' Right marker, and I'm using the wide tip. Hey, Linda. The marker itself will tell you where the wide tip is with this wide line, and there is the ballpoint with the thin line. So I'm going to remove the cap, and then I am going to use the side of my marker, just like I taught you on Sunday, and I'm going to color my stamp. I'm going to color the O and the comma. Okay, and you can stamp it in any one of those 3 triangles. I have to pull it down so I can see. Okay, so there we go. Linda, if you're talking about the ginger class, I haven't sent you the link yet. I'll send that after we get your order in. So that's why you can't find it. Okay, so there's O. Now remember, I want to spin this clockwise. So I'm going to spin it, and I'm going to stamp the next word on the second triangle. Cleaning off my stamp, making sure it's dry, and then I'm going to color the word happy. Side of my marker. Hi, Sharon. And this part here, the Y is attached to the exclamation mark, so I'm just going to be very careful. And this one I flubbed it up, so I'm going to clean it. I got to pull it close so I can see. And I'm going to go straight across the Y and touch very little of that exclamation mark. Okay, so O, turn clockwise, and then happy in the triangle. Your grandsons are watching. That's awesome. Hi, boys. Okay, so there's happy. And then we're going to turn it clockwise. There's the last triangle. We're going to clean our stamp. And we're going to stamp day. Now, you definitely can have single stamps that you can stamp in these triangles, and you don't have to clean off each time and omit. But I just wanted to show you that that is possible as well. So I'm going to the day side of my marker. You don't want to use the tip of your marker because you will flatten the tip, and you want your tips to stay crisp. Okay, now the exclamation mark, it's attached to the H. So I'm going to take the point and just take the bottom of the exclamation mark, then turn it sideways where I'm free from that H. Go back where I think I missed. So you, because your stamp's looking at you, you can see where you need to go over. Huff, and then stamp the word day in the last triangle. Okay, there we go. Now that came out a little light, so that's where the ballpoint tip comes. You can just go back with your marker and darken these up to your liking. It's very easy. And let's see. I have a bad habit of keeping things in my left hand when I shouldn't, because that really isn't necessary to have your hands full with anything else so you can do your best work. Okay, so there we go. All right, so now I'm going to take O, line it up with the hole, take my brad and place it in there, and I'm going to take the square and turn it so it's at an angle. It looks more like a diamond. Hello, Cheryl, welcome. And then I have Oh, Happy Day. So that simple. Now, we need this to be lifted off the card base so we don't interrupt the spinning, right? So you're going to take your dimensionals and you're going to place them on the four corners. You could use your strips too, your adhesive strips. Up here to stabilize it a little bit, but do not get close to the wheel because you don't want to interrupt that spinning. Okay, take all your paper backs off. So my husband just told me it's going to be 108 and 109 this coming weekend in our town. So I will not be going outside those 2 days. For sure, will not be taking my mom outside those 2 days. That would be dangerous for her. But boy, I can't believe it. So here we go. Safe to put this down. There's no ribbon around the layer piece or anything that we need to add. So we're good, right? All right, now I can take this and stamp anything I want to for the inside. And now let's go to the balloons. I colored this in advance. Let me clean off my stamp. I did that because I want to tell you, make sure you remember that this ink does not dry quickly on this paper. It does take a little while. It's dry now, and I inked it up this morning. So I literally took my stamp pad, opened it up, and tapped it onto the paper to get this. Now, if you don't want to color a lot of your paper, you can cut out your dies first and then just ink up those dies, those images. Okay, so let me get and then let it dry again. If you don't let it dry, when you run it through your cut and emboss machine to cut out your dies, it will get on your acrylic. You don't want that because, well, it's not a big deal, but you have to remember to wash them. Otherwise, the next time you use your acrylics, they'll have whatever color you used, and you might not be happy with that. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3 again, because I'm using dies. This is a 6x6, so we know it fits on the machine well. I'm using these 2 balloons from Beautiful Balloons. This set here, and the coordinating dies. There is a bundle. And acrylic number 3, the second one. And we're going to run this through. And remember what else I've taught you. When you're going to cut this paper with your trimmer, turn it over and cut from the white side. It just saves your blade from going against this rough paper. So here's our 2 balloons. And we're ready to add them to the card. Now I'm going to put this one over a little bit more because I have ribbon to go on, and I want to leave this so it's noticeable so they can spin it, right? So let's add dimensionals to this balloon. I'm not going to take off the backs yet, I'm just placing. And then we're going to add dimensionals to this balloon. So see how quickly this card was made. Let me know with a thumbs up if you think it was easy. If maybe you were scared of it at first, but now you understand that it works really easily. And then the windows, there's different shapes of windows too, so you don't have to just use this one. Okay, I've already in advance made 2 bows using this ribbon. It's called Sheer Combo Pack of 3. There is the item number. And you get these 3 beautiful ribbons with the silver trim. Love those dies. All right. So look how cute and festive the ribbon looks twisted, right? It looks so cute. So let's take a mini glue dot. And I'm going to put 2 of them because I want it to hold really well, and I'm going to put them at the back of the balloon. Now here's what you could have also just put it on this dimensional too. Thanks, Lawrence. Here's why I thought of twisted. Silly me, this width bothered me a little bit. So I twisted it to make it thinner, and I liked that much better. Okay, so that's why that was born, per se. So 2 more. And this will hide that little area somewhat as well. But I do like the little bottom of the balloon showing. So I'm going to lay it here and see how long I want it, and then cut with my ribbon scissors. And I'm going to cut at an angle. Okay, so I just have to, what I'm going to do, what I found easier, is you take your pick tool and a mini glue dot on there. Okay, good. Oh no, I didn't. I got to set this down so it doesn't move. So pull off the backings of your dimensionals. Get it right up to the edge of the card here and the edge of the card there, and set it down. Now it won't go anywhere. Now you're going to place your mini glue dot onto the cardstock, and you're going to twist And you can twist as tightly or as loose, whatever's pleasing to your eye. Want it a little looser, there we go. And then I'm going to press it down onto that mini glue dot. Is that not darling? This is a little bit longer than the card, just a tad, so I'm going to cut that off there. Let's do that again. Take our ribbon. I like to show you to do things twice so it sticks. Sometimes if you just see it once, you might not get it to stay in there. We've got our brains so full of so much information, right? Okay, so the mini glue dot is there, and I'm going to place it on the back of this balloon. Squeeze with my thumb and my pointer finger. Place. Now what's next? I'm going to take another mini glue dot. You could even take two if that makes you more comfortable. Place it down here so we can secure the ribbon and it will stay curled. Okay, so I'm just going to twist. This time I didn't cut it off the roll. I'm going to get it there and press. And then I'm going to cut at an angle. Now we need to add another bow. Thanks, Maxine. So bright. This yellow, this lemon lolly, it's bright and soft all at once, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It's a beautiful color for a baby card, for a shower, that type of thing. It's just very, very light and airy. Okay, this is a little too long, so I'm going to cut this at an angle this way. And get that so it's secure. I like my bows, the loops, to be loops, so I'm going to press on the fold there for a second. There, see now how it's a loop? That's how I like them to be. If this feels a little loose, it's making me nervous. Don't want it to fall off in transport, so I'm just going to be careful and put one more with take my pick tool right there. And press. Now it's secure. Okay, let's take away the backing to the Designer Series paper. I'm going to straighten out my brad. There we go. Clear away my desk so you have something to look at that's nice and neat. And look how fun, take the inside out. Look how fun these cards are. Thank you, guys. And you can just spin away. You don't have to put words in there. You can put images and have your words out here on a tag. But isn't that cute? Just remember that you probably want to spin it clockwise. Or maybe you want to trick somebody and do counterclockwise. It's up to you. Now, if it's images of animals or candies or cookies or something like that, it doesn't matter which way. So that's another thought. Okay, so here's today's. Here's a second sample. And then here's another whole stamp set full of the same eye candy. Just so fun. All right, I hope I have made you feel good about these dies and shown you that they work very well with this folder and the balloons as well. Are there any questions before I let you go? No? Okay, congratulations, Colleen. Remember to send me your address. And thank you all for being here. Have a nice week. Stay cool. Bye-bye.